Hey everybody, welcome back to Thursday Thoughts with Rito. It's your boy Rito. I'm glad you're here. Hey, how many of you know that the temptation that leads to a major fall rarely comes from the place you think it will? Let me prove it to you. In 1 Kings chapter 13, we read this account of a king in Israel, the northern part of Israel, who has fallen away from God, started worshiping idols, set idols up himself, doing all of the wrong things. And God has a prophet go from Judah, who at that point was still remaining faithful to God, and he goes up to Israel to confront this king, and he does. And the king is cut to the quick. He's sorry for what he's done. He repents, turns back to God, asks the prophet to pray for him, invites the prophet to come and stay for dinner because he so appreciates what he's done. And the prophet says, no, God instructed me not to eat or drink anything in this northern kingdom and to go back a different way. And so he goes on his way. Well, then an older prophet in northern Israel hears about this, and he goes after him, saddles his donkey and goes after him, invites him to come and eat with him. And the guy at first says the same thing. No, I can't. God told me not to. But he persists and says, hey, an angel of the Lord appeared to me too, and he said you should come over for dinner because we're having a party. And the prophet from Judah believes him. And the old prophet's lying, and that's a really puzzling piece of this account. We don't know why this old prophet would lie like that. And so the prophet goes to this guy's house for dinner, and as they're eating, gets a word from the Lord from the old prophet in northern Israel, who says, you disobeyed, and because of that, you're not going to be buried with your ancestors. And he's killed as he's trying to go back home. Similarly, Joab, the right-hand man of David and the leader of his army for all sorts of years, faithful, sticks with David through everything. When David's son Absalom leads a rebellion and tries to take the throne, Joab sticks with David. But then later on, as David is nearing his death, a weaker son of David tries to mount some kind of a coup, basically, to take over. And for some reason, Joab gets sucked into this one, stays faithful through the big crisis, the big temptation, but then fails in the smaller one. Same thing with this prophet from Judah. He withstood the test of being tempted to join the king at his table, but then he missed it when the other prophet invited him to dinner. I want to leave this to you with the Holy Spirit and your imagination. I don't even want to give examples, but sometimes we can stand fast through a crisis or a temptation only to find that we fall on the other side, only to find that some smaller, just silly temptation or silly sub-crisis or whatever can lead us astray. And my friends, the only way we do that, we do our best to stay faithful, to keep ourselves in the light of Jesus and follow what he's given us until we clearly hear from him otherwise. So, my friends, I hope this encourages you to stay close to the Master. He's the only one who can guide us. And I hope you will walk in the light of Jesus this day and be the light to the world around you.